What's up, everybody? This is Lincoln Kenobi here, and today we're going to be talking about Assassin's Creed, another article. There's been too many articles about Assassin's Creed that what has been going on with this game, bro. The lies that the author has done. Yasuke claimed to be a samurai, which he's not. You got Japanese pop artists talking about it. You have scholars talking about it. You got everybody in Japan talking about this thing. You got them trying to tell them that, hey, you need to stop with these bullshit, man. It is happening all over, man. Assassin's Creed is coming out soon, but there has not been no topic yet that it has been canceled. And right now, so far, it is still going as planned. So let's get a dive into this and see what is going on. The Japanese government and specifically the Gunma Prefecture exposed another lie of Assassin's Creed Shadows collaborator Thomas Lockley. Lockley collaborated with Ubisoft on Assassin's Creed Shadows for an episode of the company's Echoes of History podcast titled Yasuke, the First African Samurai Podcast. The description of the episode states Yasuke is one of the most captivating and yet mysterious figures within Japanese history. In 1581, at the height of the Civil War, he crossed paths with the country's most powerful warlord, Oda Nobunaga. Their meeting bound the two men together and set Yasuke on a path to becoming the first known samurai of African descent in Japan. Delving into the history behind one of the two main characters in the latest Assassin's Creed game, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Matt Lewis and Thomas Lockley examine the few surviving historical sources to review what we know about Yasuke, Japan's first American samurai. It adds, the description concludes with making it clear it's produced by Ubisoft. Echoes of the History is a Ubisoft podcast brought to you by History Hit. You know, there has not been no evidence that he was a samurai, dude, and they're claiming that he was. God bless. I would like to see proof, but there hasn't been any. Podcast host Matt Lewis also introduces the X episode saying, in case you haven't had the chance to see it yet, the world premiere trailer of Assassin's Creed Shadows was released and you can see it takes place in feudal Japan. This is a time famous for its samurai and ninjas, an era rich in history, culture, and stories. For the next few episodes in this series, we'll be exploring this fascinating period in history. So far, we've traveled back in time to the Sengoku period, sowed the seeds for the unification of Japan, and culture collided with the arrival of Portuguese missionaries on Japanese shores. He continued, today we're tracing the story of a key figure in this era of upheaval. Japan's first black samurai, Yasuke, as one of the main two characters in Assassin's Creed Shadows. You'll get to see the world of feudal Japan through the eyes of the legendary African samurai. But how and when did Yasuke end up in Japan? What was his journey to become Japan's first black samurai? And what can his story tell us about his life in Sengoku, Japan? To find out more about the notorious and yet mysterious figure for Japanese history, I'm joined by Thomas Lockley, Associate Professor of Nihon University in Tokyo, and author of The African Samurai, the True Story of Yasuke. Clearly, Ubisoft brought in Lockley due to his work on African Samurai, the True Story of Yasuke. However, as initially reported by Thibault at Minimal Effort Podcast, the Gamma Prefecture noted that Lockley misinterpreted the word Kuroho during a television special titled Black Samurai Yasuke, the African Samurai Who Served Nobunaga. In the archives of Gunmo's Prefecture's website, a question is asked. I have heard that an ancient document that in the Gunma Prefectural archives contained a description of a Kuroho black man. Is this true? As translated by Deepel, the government entity responded, in the Kurima family document, number 1, letter of Kiromasa Kato, year unknown, addressed to Matasemon Shimokara and others, the word Kuroho appears in a description related to Hideyoshi Toyomi's invasion of Korea. In Black Samurai Yasuke, the African samurai who served Nobunaga, broadcast on NHK BS 4K on March 30th, 2021. Thomas Lockley, associate professor of Nihon University, stated that the Kuroho mentioned in this document may be a successor of Yasuke, a black samurai who served Oda Nobunaga. The document is a Kuro document. They continue, first of all, we at the archives, we have not recognized this Kuro as a black person at all, and we are surprised by Mr. Lockley's suggestion. In fact, whether or not this Kuro was Yasuke, there have been a few that he was presumed to be a black. 16th century late Gyosho, Southeast Asia trade, Shigaku Sashi, number 118-8, etc. At this point, however, it is different to make a definite determination since the blacks appear in only one place in this document. For example, the word Kuro also appears in the tale of Genji, which means Kuro and seems to occur frequently in Japanese classics. In addition, some of our staff members have suggested that it would be more natural to see it as a description of an object rather than a person. When reading our documents based on the above, it is the option of the archive staff of the museum that it is difficult and immediately conclude that Kuro is a black person at this point in time, it concluded. This appears to be one of the many lies Lockley has told. One of the biggest he's told is that he has had nothing to do with Assassin's Creed Shadows. He posted on Facebook before shutting it down. Thank you for your support over the years. Due to hate mail connected with Assassin's Creed game, with which I have nothing to do and have no intention of playing, but many people seem to think I am responsible for. I will be freezing this account and hope not forever, but who knows. Clearly, Lockley did indeed collaborate with Assassin's Creed Shadows, given his appearance on the broadcast promoting the game and justifying Yasuke being in the game's protagonist. Nevertheless, he doubled on this lie in an interview on the Lance Lee podcast from Tokyo on YouTube. Lockley stated, I don't know whether the game Assassin's Creed should have him as the main character or should have somebody else as the main character. Quite frankly, I don't care. Lee then asked him, but you have nothing to do with it anyway, Lockley replies. Nothing to do with it. Lee then asks, you see no royalties or anything, Lockley responded. No, it was nothing to do though my book is starting to sell well again, which is nice. That's nice. He then added, but don't attack Yasuke as a man. Let's remember this man who he was and great things that he did. Interestingly, Lance Lee has removed the video from the YouTube in the wake of that Park Place covering it. Oh, man. Whatever. I'm going to tell you this, man. This guy has lied so many times, bro. This guy has lied throughout. I don't know how people do not see it, man. I mean, I can go throughout history and check if there was ever a black samurai, and there is never no black samurai. Japanese artists, Japanese historians, they have confirmed this, bro. But Thomas Lockley is stating that he was a samurai. You know. Well, we'll see, man. You guys let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. If you like the video, hit the like button. Share this video. Post a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts about this. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. Alright guys, catch you later. Bye.